Hi there, and welcome to the Celeb Tea, the unseen price of reality fame, when the spotlight burns too bright. Life under the relentless glare of reality television can be intoxicating, but for many, it comes at a heavy cost. Behind the glitz, designer labels, and lavish mansions of the Real Housewives lies a darker truth, one that has deeply affected the children of some of these stars. Growing up in the shadow of fame has proven disastrous for several of them, as headlines over the years have revealed stories of addiction, arrests, and heartbreak. Here's a closer look at the Housewives' kids whose lives spiraled for all the wrong reasons. Josh Waring, a life spent in turmoil. Josh Waring, the son of former Real Housewives of Orange County star Lori Peterson, had a criminal record that seemed endless. After Lori's two-season stint on the show, she left the Bravo spotlight to help her son battle his growing drug addiction, but it was a losing fight. What followed were years of chaos and legal trouble. Josh's arrests piled up, ranging from drug possession to forgery and even battery. Then came the most shocking one yet. In 2016, he was charged with attempted murder after a dramatic police chase and standoff. According to the Los Angeles Times, he faced 12 charges, but pleaded not guilty to all. His time behind bars was anything but quiet. Guards found wine hidden in his cell, and the man he allegedly shot filed a lawsuit against him. Courtroom outbursts, accusations against the police, and multiple legal setbacks followed until Josh eventually accepted a plea deal in 2021. But freedom was short-lived. CBS News later reported that he was arrested twice more for fentanyl-related offenses. When he missed a court date, authorities declared him a fugitive. In a 2018 Page 6 interview, Josh admitted, "There's no mystery. I've had problems with drugs." His mother, Lori, publicly vowed not to support him legally while he was using, but did help fund rehab and adopted his young daughter, Kennedy. In March 2025, tragedy struck. Josh passed away at just 35 years old. Toxicology reports revealed a fatal mix of methamphetamine and the antipsychotic olanzapine, ruling his death accidental. Lori shared a heartbreaking post on Instagram, writing that her son fought every day for most of his adult life, but ultimately found peace. "Heaven has gained the coolest angel," she wrote. "You've finally found your freedom, sweet boy." Lindsey Knickerbocker, the endless legal spiral. Tammy Knickerbocker, who briefly appeared on RHOC, might have left the show after 2 seasons, but her daughter Lindsey has continued to make news for all the wrong reasons. In February 2022, police in Arkansas pulled Lindsey over in a Motel 6 parking lot for something as minor as a broken license plate light. The routine stop quickly turned serious. According to WREG Memphis, officers discovered 4 grams of methamphetamine, over $2,000 in counterfeit bills, 2 forged checks, and equipment used to make fake ones. The Sun reported that she remained behind bars for over a week because her family couldn't post her $25,000 bail. Later that same year, things escalated again. Witnesses told authorities that Lindsey crashed into 2 parked cars on Balboa Island, fled the scene, and hid out at a friend's house nearby. When police arrived, she allegedly punched an officer in the stomach. But the most shocking detail came from the court documents. Lindsey's blood alcohol level was reportedly 0.32%, 4 times the legal limit in California. Ryan Vieth. The anger that never faded. Tamra Judge's son, Ryan Vieth, has been making headlines since his early appearances on The Real Housewives of Orange County. His volatile behavior and frequent outbursts made him a magnet for controversy. In 2015, Ryan was arrested for domestic violence following a dispute with his fiancée, Sarah Rodriguez, the mother of his daughter, Ava. Though Tamra tried to downplay the situation online, the relationship soon ended in chaos. Ryan then took to social media to publicly insult Sarah, turning their personal dispute into a public spectacle. But that wasn't the end. 3 years later, Ryan posted an offensive Instagram story filled with racist, homophobic, and transphobic remarks, writing, "Who else is sick of hearing about gay and trans people or how racist white people are? Screenshots captured by Reality Tea preserved the rant, one that vanished too late to save his reputation. Alexa and Raquel Curtin, The Fall and Reinvention. Former RHOC star Lynn Curtin's daughters, Alexa and Raquel, were introduced to audiences as fun-loving California teens, but their post-show paths were far from glamorous. Alexa's troubles began with drug charges in 2016 after police found narcotics during a traffic stop. She later missed her court date, resulting in more charges, including vandalism, theft, and DUI for prescription drugs. Arrests continued through 2019 and 2021, and by 2022, she was sentenced to 68 days in jail, Newsweekly reported. Yet Alexa's story also had an unexpected twist. In 2017, she won a $2.25 million civil lawsuit against an Orange County deputy she accused of sexual assault during a 2014 domestic call. Although the officer was never criminally charged, Alexa's attorney described the ruling as a major victory for survivors of assault. Her sister Raquel's path took a different turn. Once known for underage partying and drinking, Raquel disappeared from the spotlight for years before resurfacing online. Now going by Sutton, she has reinvented herself as a model and content creator on Instagram and OnlyFans. While her posts often stir controversy, she appears to have found stability, focusing on her career and personal independence. Bryson Bryant. A cycle of struggles and redemption. From the early days of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Nene Leakes' son Bryson Bryant was no stranger to trouble. His first arrests came in 2010, one for drug possession, another involving a firearm. At the time, Nene expressed her disappointment publicly, vowing to handle things privately. Unfortunately, her efforts didn't stop the downward spiral. In 2011, Bryson was caught shoplifting at Walmart, prompting Nene to take a tough love approach. She refused to bail him out and even made him move out of her home. Over the next few years, his problems continued. In 2014, Radar Online reported he served 3 months in jail and was ordered to complete a rehabilitation program. The following year, he was arrested again for giving police a fake name. By 2017, leaked photos allegedly showed him using cocaine, signaling he had hit rock bottom. But there's a silver lining. Today, Bryson appears to be turning his life around. He's now a father of 3 and has found new focus in music production and acting. His social media reflects a man determined to rebuild, proof that redemption, though difficult, is possible. Ashley Holmes, the teen rebel turned reality drama queen. Jacqueline Larrieta's daughter Ashley Holmes became one of the Real Housewives of New Jersey's most notorious teens after her explosive clashes with her mom and that unforgettable 2010 altercation with co-star Danielle Staub. Ashley was found guilty of assault for yanking Danielle's hair extensions during an argument, resulting in a fine and nationwide headlines. As she matured, Ashley seemed to stabilize. She pursued a career in makeup artistry, got married, and welcomed a son. But by 2020, her marriage fell apart, and she turned her frustrations into online rants. Fans watched as she aired her grievances publicly, proving that the drama didn't end with reality TV. Peter Rosello, Victoria de Lesseps, and Cairo Whitfield. Different paths, same lessons. Alexia Echevarria's son, Peter Rosello, faced his own demons, from posting a video of himself assaulting a homeless man in 2012 to multiple arrests for drugs and domestic violence. Alexia attributed much of his anger to trauma over his brother Frankie's near-fatal car accident, a tragedy that reshaped their entire family. Meanwhile, RHONE star Luann de Lesseps' daughter, Victoria, also made headlines in 2017 after a DUI arrest in the Hamptons. Ironically, Luann herself was arrested that same year, but both have since worked towards sobriety and personal growth. And finally, Sheree Whitfield's son Cairo faced his own reality check after a DUI arrest. Though he initially downplayed the incident, Sheree's tough conversation with him, reminding him that not everyone gets second chances, seemed to leave a lasting impact. The harsh reality behind reality TV. For the children of the housewives, growing up under constant public scrutiny magnified every mistake. Addiction, mental health issues, and the pressure to live up to their parents' fame turned ordinary youthful missteps into front-page scandals. Some, like Bryson and Victoria, have used their experiences as fuel for change. Others, like Josh Waring, lost their lives to the same demons they'd been fighting for years. Their stories remind us that fame may bring fortune, but it rarely brings peace. For every glittering Bravo mansion, there's a shadow behind the spotlight where real pain lives, often unseen, until it's too late.